I want you to picture a Saturday morning. You have decided that today is the day you are going to deep clean the bathroom. You want everything to sparkle. You want the toilet bowl to be white, the mirror to be streak-free, and the grout to look like new. You are diligent. You take pride in your home. So, you reach under the sink and pull out your arsenal. You grab the bottle of bleach because nothing kills germs like bleach. You pour a generous amount into the toilet bowl to let it soak. Then, you notice the mirror is dirty, or maybe the sink has some soap scum. You grab the glass cleaner, or perhaps a different surface cleaner, and you start spraying. You are in a small room. The window is probably closed because of the air conditioning or the heating. You are scrubbing away, breathing hard because it is a bit of a workout. Suddenly, you smell something. It isn't the clean smell of lemon or pine. It is a sharp, biting odor that hits the back of your throat like a physical punch. Your eyes start to water uncontrollably. You start to cough, a dry, hacking cough that won't stop. Your chest feels tight, like a heavy weight has been placed on your sternum. You think, I just used too much cleaner. You try to power through. You try to finish the job. I am here to tell you that this moment, this decision to power through, is a life or death decision. You have just inadvertently created a chemical weapon in your own bathroom. You have mixed bleach with ammonia, creating chloramine gas. Or perhaps you mixed bleach with vinegar, creating chlorine gas. These are not just strong smells. These are the same chemical agents that were used in the trenches of World War I to incapacitate and kill soldiers. And for a person over the age of 60, whose lung capacity is naturally diminished and whose respiratory lining is thinner and more fragile, this gas can cause chemical pneumonia, permanent lung scarring, and respiratory failure in a matter of minutes. Today, we are going to have a critically important lesson on household chemistry. We are going to identify the hidden sources of ammonia that you don't even know you are using. We are going to explain exactly what happens to your lung tissue when it meets this gas. And I am going to give you a safe, non-toxic cleaning protocol that gets your house just as clean without risking a trip to the intensive care unit. By the end of this video, you will understand why the space under your sink is the most dangerous cabinet in the house, and how to make it safe again. To understand the gravity of this mistake, we have to look at the chemicals involved. Sodium hypochlorite. That is the active ingredient in bleach. It is a powerful oxidizer. It kills bacteria by destroying their cell walls. It is effective, but it is volatile. It is chemically unstable. It is looking for a reason to react. On the other side, we have ammonia. Ammonia is a common cleaning agent because it cuts through grease and leaves glass streak-free. You might know it as the clear liquid that smells like strong urine. When these two substances meet, they undergo a rapid, violent chemical reaction. The sodium hypochlorite grabs the nitrogen in the ammonia and swaps molecules. This creates a new substance, chloramine gas, NH2Cl. This gas does not exist in nature. It is a synthetic poison. When you inhale chloramine gas, it does not just sit in your lungs. It reacts with the moisture in your mucous membranes, the water in your nose, your throat, and your lungs. When the gas hits that water, it turns into hydrochloric acid and free oxygen radicals. I want you to really visualize that. You are breathing in a gas that turns into acid inside your chest. It begins to chemically burn the delicate tissue of your airways. For a 20-year-old with robust, elastic lungs, this causes a severe coughing fit and burning eyes. They run out of the room, and their body spends the next week repairing the damage. But for us, the 60-plus demographic, the story is different. We have to talk about respiratory reserve. As we age, our lungs change. The tiny air sacs, the alveoli, lose their shape and elasticity. The chest wall becomes stiffer. Our diaphragm gets weaker. We simply do not have the spare capacity we used to have. If you have any underlying condition, maybe a touch of asthma, a history of smoking, or mild COPD, your lungs are already operating on a thin margin. When that acid gas hits an aging lung, it causes immediate inflammation and swelling. The airways constrict to protect themselves. Fluid starts to leak into the lungs to try to wash away the acid. This is called pulmonary edema. You are essentially drowning in your own fluids. This can happen hours after you have left the bathroom. You might feel a little better, go watch TV, and then realize you can't catch your breath. This is delayed chemical pneumonitis, and it kills seniors every year because they don't seek help fast enough. The most dangerous part of this scenario is that you often don't realize you are mixing them. You might say, I would never mix bleach and ammonia. I'm not stupid. But the industry hides these chemicals. You know bleach is in the white jug. But where is the ammonia? Ammonia is the primary ingredient in almost all window cleaners, like Windex. Ammonia is found in many toilet bowl cleaners. Ammonia is found in multi-surface sprays. Ammonia is found in floor waxes. And here is the most surprising one, ammonia is found in your own body waste. Urine contains ammonia. If you have a cat, the litter box is full of ammonia. If you pour bleach into a toilet bowl that has urine in it, or if you use bleach to clean a cat litter box, you are creating chloramine gas. You are mixing chemicals without even opening a second bottle. Let's look at another deadly combination that seniors often stumble into, bleach and vinegar. We love vinegar. It is natural. It is old-fashioned. We use it for everything. So, you think, I'll use bleach to kill the germs and vinegar to cut the hard water stains. You pour them both in the bucket. This mixture creates chlorine gas. This is the exact gas, the green cloud, used in chemical warfare in 1915. Chlorine gas attacks the mucous membranes immediately. It causes coughing, vomiting, and can cause permanent lung damage at very low concentrations. It is actually more toxic than chloramine. Yet, people mix these two household staples all the time, thinking they are creating a super cleaner. Then there is bleach and rubbing alcohol. We use alcohol to disinfect. We use bleach to disinfect. Why not use both? Because this creates chloroform. Chloroform is the stuff they used in old movies to knock people out with a rag. In reality, inhaling chloroform fumes depresses the central nervous system. It can make you dizzy, nauseous, and pass out. Passing out in a small, fume-filled bathroom is a recipe for disaster. It also damages the liver and kidneys over time. Why do we do this? Why do we feel the need to mix? It comes from a psychological place. We equate clean with harsh. We think that if it doesn't smell like a chemical factory, it isn't clean. We think that if a stain is tough, we need a stronger chemical. We don't trust mild soap. The marketing industry has trained us to believe we are in a war against bacteria, and we need heavy artillery. But your home is not a hospital operating room. It does not need to be sterile. It needs to be sanitary. Those are two different things. Sterility requires harsh poisons. Sanitation requires soap and water. By chasing sterility with bleach, we are poisoning our own air supply. Let's talk about the physical environment of the bathroom. It is a trap. Bathrooms are usually the smallest rooms in the house. They often lack windows, or the windows are painted shut. The ventilation fans are often weak or clogged with dust. When you spray chemicals in this confined space, the concentration rises instantly. You are standing in the cloud. You are breathing it in with every scrub. And because we often look down into the toilet or the sink while scrubbing, our nose is inches away from the source of the reaction. We are putting our face right in the chimney. So, what should you do if this happens? Let's say you made a mistake. You poured the blue liquid into the bleach. You smell that sharp sting. What is your immediate protocol? Step 1. Get out. Do not try to rinse it down. Do not try to open the window. Just leave the room immediately. Close the door behind you to trap the gas inside the bathroom and keep it out of the rest of the house. Step 2. Fresh air. Go outside. Stand on the porch. Breathe deep, clean air. You need to flush your lungs. Step 3. Assess. Are you wheezing? Is your chest tight? Do you feel lightheaded? If the answer is yes, do not wait. Call 911 or get someone to drive you to the ER. Tell them, I mixed cleaning chemicals and I have trouble breathing. They need to know it is a chemical injury, not a heart attack. Step 4. Ventilation, later. Once the fumes have settled, wait a few hours, go back in while holding your breath, open the window, turn on the fan, and leave again. Let the room air out for half a day before you try to rinse the mess. Now, let's pivot to the solution. How do we clean without the risk? We need to go back to the chemistry of our grandparents, but safely. We need to simplify. The most powerful cleaner you have is hot water and dish soap. Plain liquid dish soap, like Dawn, is a surfactant. It lifts grease and dirt off the surface so water can wash it away. It removes 99% of bacteria simply by washing them down the drain. You do not need to kill them, you just need to move them. For 90% of household cleaning, floors, counters, sinks, hot soapy water is safer and just as effective as bleach. For disinfecting, we need a safer alternative to bleach. Hydrogen peroxide. The brown bottle. Hydrogen peroxide kills bacteria, viruses, and mold. But unlike bleach, when it breaks down, it turns into water and oxygen. It leaves no toxic residue. It creates no deadly fumes. You can use it to wipe down your toilet seat, your cutting boards, your door handles. It is safe for your lungs. For scrubbing power, we have baking soda. Baking soda is abrasive but gentle. It is a base, but a mild one. You can mix baking soda with dish soap to make a paste. This paste will scrub the grout, the bathtub ring, and the sink stains better than any spray. And if you get it on your hands, it doesn't burn. If you inhale the dust, it doesn't sear your lungs. For glass, we have vinegar. But use it alone. Mix 50% vinegar and 50% water in a spray bottle. It cleans windows perfectly. It smells like a pickle for a minute, but the smell dissipates quickly, leaving no toxic residue. Here is the safe senior cleaning kit you should build. A bottle of plain dish soap. A box of baking soda. A bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide, put a spray nozzle on it. A bottle of white vinegar, keep it stored far away from any bleach you might keep for laundry. A stack of microfiber cloths, they scrub better than paper towels. With these 5 things, you can clean your entire house without risking a chemical burn. I want to address the laundry bleach habit. Many of us use bleach for whites. If you do, you must be vigilant. Never pour vinegar into the washing machine to soften clothes if there is bleach in the cycle. Never use ammonia to treat a stain on a shirt and then throw it in a bleach wash. The washer is a confined space that heats up water. Heat accelerates the release of gas. If you create chlorine gas in a washing machine, it fills the laundry room instantly. If you want to whiten clothes safely, use an oxygen-based bleach, like OxyClean, or simply hang them in the sun. The sun is a powerful, safe bleach. Let's talk about the eyesight factor. As we age, our near vision fails. The print on cleaning bottles is microscopic. It is tiny. Do not mix with other products is written in a font size that a 20-year-old struggles to read. We often grab the wrong bottle. We think we are grabbing the tile cleaner, but we grab the mold remover, bleach. You need to label your bottles. Get a thick black marker or some masking tape. Write bleach in huge letters. Write ammonia in huge letters. Or better yet, banish the ammonia from the house entirely. There is almost nothing ammonia does that vinegar or soap can't do. If the danger is present, the risk is present. Removing the source removes the risk. There is also a risk to our pets. Our dogs and cats walk on the floors we clean. They lick their paws. They are closer to the ground where the fumes are heaviest. Some gases are heavier than air. If you use harsh chemicals, you are poisoning them too. If you switch to vinegar and soap, you are making the house safe for the whole family. I want to mention mixing brands. Sometimes we don't mix ingredients, we mix products. You use scrubbing bubbles on the tub and Clorox on the toilet. You think they are separate. But the fumes mix in the air. Or you rinse them down the same drain, and they mix in the pipes, sending gas back up. The rule should be, one product at a time. If you use a heavy cleaner, rinse it thoroughly and flush it away before you introduce a second product. Never layer cleaners. Let's look deeper into the long-term effects of chronic microexposure. Maybe you don't create a massive cloud of gas. Maybe you just create a little bit, every week, for 10 years. You cough a little, your throat feels scratchy, and you ignore it. This chronic irritation of the bronchial tubes leads to chronic bronchitis. It thickens the airway walls. It makes you more susceptible to the flu and pneumonia in the winter. You are weakening your respiratory resilience. We often wonder why seniors get pneumonia so easily. Part of it is aging, but part of it is the environmental stress we put on our lungs. By eliminating volatile organic compounds, VOCs, from your cleaning routine, you are giving your lungs a chance to heal and stay strong. I want to empower you to let go of the white glove standard if it means hurting yourself. A house that smells like a swimming pool is not a clean house, it is a chemically saturated house. A clean house smells like nothing. Or it smells like dinner cooking. Don't chase the artificial smell of clean that marketing has sold us. Think about the legacy of your habits. If your grandchildren watch you mix chemicals, they will do it too. If you teach them that baking soda scrubs the sink just fine, you pass down a habit of safety and sustainability. Let's reenact the bathroom cleaning scene with the new protocol. It is Saturday morning. You want to clean the bathroom. You open the window first. You turn on the fan. You grab the baking soda and sprinkle it in the toilet bowl and on the sink. You add a squirt of dish soap. You use your brush to scrub. It creates a nice, safe foam. You flush. It sparkles. You spray the mirror with your vinegar and water mix. You wipe it down. You spray the door handles with hydrogen peroxide and let it air dry. You finish. You take a deep breath. The air is fresh. Your eyes are not watering. Your chest is not tight. You feel good. You feel accomplished. And you are completely safe. This is the upgrade. This is smart aging. I also want to touch on drain openers. Drano or liquid plumber. These are often strong acids, sulfuric acid, or strong bases, lye. Never, ever pour bleach down a drain if you have recently used a drain opener. Or vice versa. The reaction can be explosive. It can actually blow the pipes apart or shoot caustic liquid back up out of the drain into your face. If you have a clog, use a plunger. Use a drain snake. Use boiling water. Do not use chemistry unless you are a professional. And if you call a plumber, you must tell them if you put chemicals down the drain, or they could be burned when they open the pipe. Your home should be your sanctuary. It should be the safest place in the world for you. Do not let a $3 bottle of cleaner turn it into a hazard zone. Take an inventory today. Go look under your sink. If you see bleach and ammonia sitting next to each other, separate them. Put them in different rooms. Or better yet, decide which one you really need, probably the bleach for laundry, occasionally, and get rid of the other. You have survived 6 or 7 decades of life's challenges. You have raised families, built careers, weathered storms. Do not let a dirty toilet be the thing that takes you down. You are too valuable for that. Respect the chemistry. Respect your lungs. And clean like a scientist, with precision and safety. Thank you for listening. This information is critical. Share it with your friends, your neighbors. And anyone who insists that it isn't clean unless it smells like bleach. You might just save their lungs. Stay safe, breathe easy, and clean smart.